Welcome back, friends, and we are learning now the real life examples. We are taking the real life examples and we are trying to correlate it with the options market. And this is the fourth video in that series, and this is the final video of real life examples. And you should really see the first three videos in order to understand this video. So it is like incremental, right? So first example which I had taken was like house buyer, house seller. Second example I had taken was for the farmer and the builder. Third example I had taken was the insurance company and the common man. And this is the fourth example. We are going to talk about onion market. Okay. Now, right now in India the onion prices are really very high. So this is a very look forward commodity right now, and it's very precious things. And we are getting a lot of memes on the WhatsApp, about the price and things like that. So anyway, let's go back to this example. Now, in first three examples, I have made that very clear that when the options contract buyer and contract seller, they do the contract, they have no intention of actually buying the house or selling the house or actually selling the land or buying the land. The whole intention and whole fight is only about the premium. That was 50,000 premium in the first case, first example. In the second example, the premium was 2 lakh rupees, and in third example, it was 5,000 rupees per month premium that is paid by the common man. So the whole options market, they are only dealing and only interested in only the premiums that the buyer or seller exchange hands with, right? So the actual commodity doesn't get hands on. So now in this example, we have seen that there is an options market, onion market, and you can actually correlate it with the sabji mandi or whatever, pulses market or something, wherever the auction happens. That is what is happening here right now. Now I have seen, if you see the figure, on the 1st of July, the rate of the onion is 56 rupees per kg. Okay, now that is the rate. Now assume that the options market, they have one standard rate. The market will, they are going to display a huge display board outside, and on that display board, okay, right now the onion price is 56 rupees, and it keeps on changing, 57, 57, 55, 58, 59, based on what is happening in the auctions, what is happening inside the market, right? Now what happens is, now these buyers and sellers, options buyer and seller, they are just sitting, they are standing outside the market. They don't care what is happening inside. They only care about that. They only care about that board and what figure is shown over there. Now in this situation, I have taken an example of two trades that is happening, A and B. Now in A, what happens is the actual this thing, the contract is happening between the buyer and the seller. You can see there, they are shaking their hands, and the contract is decided as follows. The contract date is 1st of July. The strike price is 90. The expiry is 31st of October. That is July, August, September, October. So within 3-4 months, right? And premium is 7 rupees and lots is 100 rupees. Now what buyer is saying is that I will buy the onions at 90 rupees in October, because what he's thinking is the price is going to increase for sure. Okay, that's what he's thinking, and for that he is ready to pay 7 rupees premium. So multiplied by 100 kgs is 700 rupees. Now seller, what he's thinking is, he's thinking maybe the price might not go till 90. It might increase from 56 to maybe 70, 75, but it might not go to 90. So that's what seller is thinking. So seller is making a contract. Okay, I'll sell you at 90 rupees, because seller thinks that it will not go till 90, whereas the buyer thinks that it will go to 90 and I will purchase at 90. Okay. Now here the scenario is saying, like, if the price doesn't go to 90, then the buyer is not going to buy it. He is going to lose it. And if the seller, if it goes say above 90, it goes 100, 200, 300 rupees, then even though the seller will have to sell it at 90 rupees, right? Seller will make a loss. So here what happens is, in normal situation, there are millions of buyers and sellers who look for today's price and open new contracts and shake hands with each other. The actual onions, nobody is taking a sack of 100 kgs of onion and trying to give it to somebody. It's not. It's just a contract. It's just a promise that they are doing to each other. That's all. It's just promise to buy, promise to sell. Okay, and these promises are actually governed by the government, stock exchange, and they appoint the brokers to keep investors in line, right? So you cannot go and directly purchase anything in the market. You have to go through the brokers. So you have to open a brokerage account and then you can trade in this option. So all these government, stock options, broker, these are the people who will actually keep you in line, right? The investors are supposed to obey the rules and regulations. If investors do any mischiefs, broker have your power of attorney when you open the trading account. They can basically clean your account, and if it is not sufficient, they can come back to your properties, your house, your something, or they can file a police complaint and you could get arrested or something. So this is really very serious, guys. Whenever you do the contract, make sure you are not doing very big bets so that you will not lose lot of money. Just play safe, play small, and try to be within your limits, right? Now in case A, what happens is, now I have gone to the next slide. So in case A, what happens is, buyer thinks that the cost is going to go above 90 rupees. Seller does not think so. So they do the contract. Buyer pays 700 rupees as a premium and seller gets 700 rupees. Now on 31st October, one of the following things is going to happen. Okay, one of the following things is going to happen. The price could be exactly 90, or the price could be above 90, or the price could be below 90. There is nothing else that could happen, right? It is only three situations that could happen. Price could go above 90, price could go below 90, or price could be 90. Now let's see what happens in each and every case, and who buys, whether buyer or seller, who loses what, right? Now in first situation, price could be exactly 90 rupees. Now technically what has happened, it is not above 90. So the buyer loses his premium and seller profit is 700 rupees, which he got initially when the contract was open on 1st of July. Right? In second situation, so the price could be above 90 rupees. Say 98 rupees. Just take an example, 98 rupees. That is 8 rupees, right? Now seller loses this contract because seller will now have to pay the difference to the buyer. It means 98 rupees minus 90 rupees, that is what the price was decided, and that is 100 kgs, so 8 rupees loss, 800 rupees. Now buyer's profit is 100 rupees. Why? Because he paid 700 rupees initially and now seller has paid him back 800 rupees. So 800 minus 700 is 100 rupees. So 100 rupees is his profit. That is the profit of the buyer. Now say if the price is below 90 rupees, say 74 rupees. Now buyer will lose. Buyer will lose his premium and seller can keep his initial premium. Okay, that's what happens in the market, guys. This is the real life situation. This is as close as you can get to the real options market. Now if you see the dotted line, thick line, thick red line, that is 90 rupees, right? Now there is a dotted line which is at 97 rupees. Why 97? That is because I have added the 7 rupees premium in that, right? So now this line is actually deciding who is going to make how much money and how much profit and how much loss, right? Now if the price is, so if you see that I have written in red, the seller's loss zone will start above 97. Above 97. Why? Because he has got 7 rupees already. So 90 plus 7, 97. So anything above 97, if the price goes 300 rupees, 300 minus 97, that is 203 rupees loss per kg for seller, right? So the seller's loss will start from above 97 rupees. The buyer's profit will start from 97 rupees onwards, whatever it is, extended profit, whatever. If it is like 1000 rupees kg, then Seller is going to lose a lot of money in a very big time, and buyer is going to get a lot of money very big time. Now anything below the dotted line, the buyer's loss, that is the buyer's loss below the dotted line, because he has already paid the 7 rupees as his premium, and he is not going to get that back. Once money is gone, right? Because the price didn't reach 90 rupees. Seller profits ends at 97. So maximum profit that seller can do is 7 rupees. That's what he has got initially, right? But there is a big potential for the seller to make a big loss. On the other hand, buyer has made a very small loss of 7 rupees, but he has a potential to get very big profit, like from 97 rupees onwards to up. So just remember this case A situation, okay? Now in this situation, what I am assuming is that the call buyer is assuming that the price is going to go above 90. Just remember this, read through this again, you will understand it. It's really very simple. I am trying to make it in a very easy manner, so for you to understand. If you are not able to still understand, put the comments in the comment section. I might be able to answer some questions if you have. But just watch all these videos and once again or twice or thrice, and you'll get the idea what I'm talking about, right? Now let's go to scenario B. Now in B, what happens is buyer thinks the cost will be below 35. Okay, buyer thinks the cost will be below 35. Seller does not think so. So they do the contract. The buyer pays the 400 rupees premium, seller receives the 400 rupees. Now on October 31st, three things again would happen. The price would be exactly 35, price would be below 35, price would be above 35. Let's see what happens in each of these scenarios. Every time you do the option contract, only these three things is going to happen. Actually the price will be exactly same as what you are saying. Price will be above, price will be below. Actually the exact same thing, it actually never happens in the real life situation. Real life situation, always it is either it is above or either it is below. It is almost never on that same strike price. Very rare situation it happens. Very rare, I mean I would say 0.0001% it might happen, but it doesn't happen. So it's always 50% it might be above, 50% it might be below. So just remember that, right? Now if the price is exactly 35, technically it is not below 35, so the buyer will lose his premium and seller is losing his seller's profit is 400 rupees. It's very simple. Now price could be below 35. Now let's say for hypothetically that it's 24 rupees. Now seller loses his contract, okay? Seller will have to pay the difference to the buyer. Now the difference is like 35 rupees minus 24 rupees, that is 9 rupees, multiplied by 100 kgs, that is 900 rupees. So seller loss is this. Buyer's profit is 500 rupees because he paid 400 rupees initially, okay? So 900 minus 400 is 500. So 500 maximum profit. So seller's loss is 500. He got 400 rupees when the contract was opened and had to pay difference. Now the price could be say above 35, say 38. In this case what happens is the buyer will lose the contract, buyer will lose his premium, seller can keep his initial 400 and everybody can go home happily. Now you see the diagram there. Now the broad line, red line is 35 rupees and I chose the dotted line as 31 rupees because that is the premium 4 rupees. Okay, that is the difference. Now seller profit will end at 31 rupees. That is 4 rupees. Maximum he will get profit is 4 rupees. Now the seller's zone will start anything below 31 rupees. So if the price is 20 rupees, then he is going to make a big loss, and buyer's profit is going to start from 31 rupees onwards below, right? Now these are two very close examples to what happens in the actual real options market. So what happens in real options market, we are going to go through that over a period of time, so don't worry about it right now. Just try to concentrate on these 4 real life examples and you should be okay. If you are able to understand this, then it is really very important to proceed further. If you didn't understand this, go back again, see this video as many times as you want and get the concept clear first, then we will proceed further. Okay, and thank you very much for watching these 4 examples, and we'll go into more details into the later on videos. I'm trying to make some 30 to 40 videos to explain all these things, and you should be able to understand and start trading once you finish going through all these videos. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel so that you will get intimated as soon as I upload the video, and also try to share it with your friends. If you see the value in these videos, please help your friends. If you are not interested in trading, at least your friend might be interested, please share it with him. Thank you very much. I am going to upload this presentation on my website www.TheIndianOptions.com, and please become a member and download it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. See you. Bye.